What's going on, everyone? Okay, so last video I recorded how to manage your to-dos. That was a great video. Now I'm thinking about what I'll showcase next is one of my favorite features, and it is the email to text feature. And so essentially what we built out with Alfred, again, it's managing your inbox. We built out a feature that allows Alfred to text you when important stuff hits your inbox. So think about, if you're working, you don't want to constantly refresh your email inbox every, let's say, 5 minutes to see if the important email came through. You need to do deep work, and by doing deep work, you need to be able to trust that there's some sort of system that will alert you when the client then gets back to you with, let's say, the invoice or the SOW. But in the meantime, you don't want to waste that time constantly playing this refresh game. So how do we solve that? Okay, so we solve that with Alfred with the email to SMS feature, email to iMessage feature, however you want to call it. And essentially, it is you give Alfred a rule of like, hey, for these specific users, or for this situation, I want you to text me. So let me walk through an example. First, let me just show you what my email to text rules are, and maybe this can then help you generate some ideas. So, hey Alfred, can you explain how the email to SMS feature works? So let's see if Alfred can explain the feature. I feel like that's pretty reasonable. And if he doesn't, well, we got to teach Alfred how to explain it better, right? That way when you have questions, you can ask Alfred. Alfred can explain it to you. So, here you go. I'll just read it out loud, so it'll be easy, but it's rule-based, so you set up a plain English rule naming the sender, domain, or keyword that matters to you, like customer emails, invoice, or payment due. Whatever matching mail comes in, I'll text you right away instead of you having to check your inbox. When you actually already got a bunch of these running, things like any email from Pranav and Danish, invoice billing, payment keywords, new bookings through your schedule link, cancellation mentions, Alfred user issues, flagged emails. So you can see for me, I kind of have this set up. So it's honestly, it's like being able to operate my office from my phone to where anything important comes in, whether it's from the team, whether it's from users, whether it's from invoice and billing, I immediately get notified, so I don't have to worry about constantly refreshing. And when I'm on the go, when I am traveling, again, I have Alfred reminding me and letting me know, like, hey, you get a text? Okay, that's something important. But if I don't get a text, I don't have to worry. I don't have to constantly refresh because I know I will get a text if the email comes through. So we'll go through the process of, let's just create the rule, right? Alfred, what do you think about creating, let me think, I'm trying to think of a rule that would be helpful and it would be a good example. Creating an email to SMS rule for whenever, maybe I could do Amazon. I don't get too many Amazon emails though. I apologize. I'm thinking about this a little too long. I already have all the rules I want set up. So now I'm thinking through my current inbox. Let's just do Amazon for the time being. Whenever an Amazon package is shipped, Amazon package is Amazon order is confirmed or package is delivered. Is that possible? Fire on now. Yep. Yes. Perfect. Okay, so Alfred's creating it. Again, you just give it natural English, plain English, and then it creates the rule. Really, really easy, really simple. Anyone can do it. All you have to say is, hey Alfred, text me whenever this happens. Okay, so now you can see you'll get a text whenever Amazon sends an order confirmation or delivery update. Again, very helpful. If I need to be at the apartment, I can be at the apartment when the package is coming because I got the text from Alfred. I don't have to constantly refresh my email. And this might sound like a pretty small feature, but it's actually super convenient, especially if you're traveling in the car a lot. So again, we notice this is very popular with real estate agents. They're traveling a lot from listing to listing. If they want to set it for a specific client, or for, let's say, Zillow or a specific company, whenever they release new listings, they can do that, get those notifications when they're on the go, instead of constantly having to be in front of their laptop, which isn't feasible when they're in a car constantly traveling so much. This is really helpful for them. It helps them run their office essentially through their phone and know what isn't important without missing anything important, which is a big thing. The last thing you want to do is come back home with 150 emails and then you're swamped, you're overwhelmed, and for sure you're going to miss something at that point. So Alfred really prevents this from happening in the first place. That's going to wrap up this video. Let me know what else you want to see, and I'll see you next time. Peace.